Hi, I'm Sean Cassidy. Have you ever wondered why you should be using LinkedIn? You and your colleagues, maybe you talk about it and you're like, hmm. In this video, I'm going to be discussing the power of LinkedIn. Here we are, becoming LinkedIn pros. There's really these 6 different elements to becoming a pro in LinkedIn and understanding the benefits of LinkedIn. It's professional relationship building, opening doors to opportunity, online identity and building your brand, career development, the different degrees of LinkedIn, building your network. So you build that network. So these are the 6 things I'm going to be discussing at this time to advance your career. Our first one is professional relationship building. In this area of professional relationship building, LinkedIn really is and was designed for this specific reason. In the development of LinkedIn, they were kind of replacing the phone book back in the old days when people would actually look to market or sell to people business to business or in that arena. So LinkedIn would really take over relationship marketing as we know it. And relationship building and professional relationship building has always been key in business. But now we have the virtual tools to do that. And LinkedIn is one of the most powerful tools to do that kind of relationship building. And one of the significant things about that is that it allows you to do that specifically to your industry or to interconnect into other industries. Open doors to opportunity. With that ability to do this kind of high-level networking or interactivity in an industry, it allows you to open up cross channels, I would say, of opportunity. And these cross channels of opportunity link you into many different options, right? So you can be options by location, like in your local market, your local area, local corporations, or you can be national or regional or even international opportunity space because you have access and quick access to people that are decision makers. The online identity and building your brand. Now, the online presence and building your brand in our new digital age that we live in has become hyper important, extremely important in the time that we're living in right now. And your online identity, this online presence that you have, is really key to you marketing yourself as in your career, you knowing how to be known, virtually online, and how people get access to you, how people see you professionally. And building that brand in itself is a professional brand building development of your own personal brand, your own business brand, your own ability of how you're seen by others. And that is something you can control. And it's very important to control it. And LinkedIn is one of the main tools to do that because it interconnects into all past employment or past work you've had. It interconnects into all past people you've worked with. And that is unique in that way. So it builds on itself, the building of the brand. It can be leveraged through other people's brands. It can be leveraged through your own brand. And so building a brand online in today's society is really key to unlocking opportunity. Build your network. Now, I've been building networks now for 2 decades in the virtual space. And I can tell you that this is one of the most important things you're going to do on LinkedIn is constantly build networks. Even after you have secured the new position you would like or advanced in your career in a certain way, you should continue to constantly be building. That doesn't mean that you're spending your whole day building, but you're doing it strategically. So if you're in a specific industry, let's say aerospace, right? Then you can systematically say, within my region, these are the top 50 aerospace companies. And systematically, you could be connecting to the high levels, vice presidents, CEOs, decision makers within those 50 companies steadily throughout your career, thus allowing you to open up opportunities for the rest of your life. Different degrees. Now, LinkedIn, when it was created, there was a movie back then with Kevin Bacon. It's called 6 Degrees of Separation. And back then, there was this idea, it's a very kind of, ethereal idea of 6 degrees connects everybody in the world. When LinkedIn was created, it was put to 3 degrees. So 3 degrees connects anyone in the world professionally. So this was the kind of like the idea or concept around interconnectivity and the online space, the interprofessional space. So LinkedIn is based on 3 degrees of separation. The first degree is the ability to connect with people, chat with them. If they have an open setting in there, you can see who they are connected to, which is very powerful. And this is your first degree contacts. On LinkedIn, you're allowed to have 30,000 first degree contacts, which is more than most any other social media in the first degree. But the power of LinkedIn is not in the first degree, it's in the second degree. So it's really the power of those 30,000 people know. So if you have 500 contacts, it's really the importance of who do those 500 contacts know. So for example, there's a CEO in a certain industry, let's say Sony Entertainment, and he has 5,000 contacts in LinkedIn and you're connected to him, then your second degrees of his network all absorb into you. And this is the most powerful aspect of the degrees. Then there's the third degree, which means there's somebody distantly interconnectivity to you, but you're very distant and far away. And your goal really is to take third degrees and make them second degrees. And then if you like to shift second degrees into first degrees, this is really, the goal of doing that. But in general, the third degree is a very distant degree, and it's a degree that's really hard to connect with because there's no interconnectivity. You don't have mutual people that you know. And so it's more unlikely that people will connect in that level. Career development. That's really what we're here for, to talk about, is your career development. LinkedIn, a couple years ago, really, and after the buyout by Microsoft, because it's a Microsoft product, LinkedIn, it really became the primary recruiting tool in globally and in the United States, the corporate recruiting tool and the recruiting tool in general for businesses. And its industry and its bread and butter really revolved around the corporate recruiting space and the recruiting space for recruiters. So your career development is extremely important because if you have a powerful LinkedIn profile, that might be seen by the appropriate people to get you your next career, your next opportunity. And this is one of the main reasons why you should have a complete profile on LinkedIn. And of course, LinkedIn in itself is where all these corporations are specifically posting their job offerings. And you can see, like no other in the past of human resources, you can actually see sometimes the exact person you're going to work for and the exact recruiter that's going to recruit you. And that has been a revelation in the development of LinkedIn. Now, just a little bit about that whole overview that makes LinkedIn a very unique and powerful tool. In my 2 decades of kind of working in the online networking space, what I have learned is that there are 3 other things to consider throughout this benefit aspect, and that is at all times you're building social commerce, which social commerce means this. It means the interconnectivity to get access to people at high levels or within your career fields for the rest of your life. And this is an extremely valuable thing that you can build currency on, over time. You can build a savings of social currency. And that savings of social currency gets stronger and stronger as you build larger networks. And then the other part of LinkedIn, as you begin to understand that, you begin to understand, that the second degree is more important than the first degree, that social currencies is something that you're going ongoing, and that you're developing a brand online, a professional brand online through that software. Then these all come together to really become a powerful tool for yourself that you can begin to grow organically throughout your career, long after you have secured the position you would like to have, and years from later if you would like to advance in that position. That is key. In a nutshell, LinkedIn is a powerful tool to develop your career, network with other high professionals, and promote your personal brand. Thanks for watching. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel for more business strategies. See you next time.